There's a decent one. Right where he was supposed to be. Yes. Hey guys, Chris the Midwest Bass Hunter out here fishing today at one of my favorite old ponds. Gonna see if I can catch a few bass today. I'm gonna try a bunch of different stuff. Doing a little April online tournament thing. It's a month-long deal in both Nebraska and Iowa, so I'm gonna see if I can compete in that. The best 5 fish. So far I don't have anything on the board, so I'm gonna start doing that today. But just happy to get out here and get fishing. I haven't been able to fish as much as I'd like to. Just a lot of changes going on, so I'm trying to get back into it here. And happen to be in Iowa this weekend, so I'm gonna do some fishing here, and then probably be back in Nebraska during the week and do some fishing down there. So we'll just see how this goes and try and get something done today. Dude, there's tons of bait out here. Look at that. Holy cow. There's a fish. That's a good fish. Holy cow, that's a good fish. Oh. Yes! Oh, look at that chunk. That is a slob. There you go. That's exactly what I caught him on, black and blue jig. Oh God, it's another good one, dude. He's at least 17. Finally. You really had that thing eaten. 17 and a quarter. All right, let's let him go. I've never caught a fish in that. I've never caught one there. Yeah, the one that's real small, and then the big one. I've caught a lot of fish out of that little one.
Yeah. A really small one's got a donkey in it too. If it's still alive, it's like an 8-pounder.
You ever fish Thomas picks? Oh my God, dude, that thing was swimming off with it. Well, I don't know if it's God, they all feel huge. I don't think it's at least 17. Woo! Black and blue jig, man. I let him swim off with it way too long. I thought I was drifting, and I'm like, he's maybe a little bit smaller. Something like that. Oh, this one's bigger. This one's almost 17 and a half. Which means he's only 17 and a quarter, unfortunately. All right, let's let him go. There he is. Yes. He's a decent one. Right where he was supposed to be. Yes. Gosh, that's another real good one. He ate it good. There we go. If they're gonna be cookie cutter, we'll take them like that. Another 17 and a quarter. Let's let him go. There's a turtle right on that log. I threw it right past that, pulled it over it. Boom, he nailed it. See, there's another one living there. There he is. Oh, he's a dink. My first small one. We'll take him. What a dink. Ow. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. Pretty good day of fishing out there today. Caught 5, all on the jig. 4 of them were 17 to 17 and a half inch cookie cutters. All the same, all really fat, pre-spawn fish. Then I caught one little dink at the end. He was about just shy of 12 inches, so all on a jig. This is a kind of a mop jig. This is and I talked about it a little bit earlier. It's Strike King Jordan Lee comeback jig is what it's called. And I never really messed around with these mop jigs before, so I wanted to give it a shot. And I picked this one up. It looked pretty good. It's kind of a football head style, but then it's got a flat spot on the back. Typically you fish those football heads in rocky areas, but they'll work anywhere. I mean, there's some rocks in here, but I wasn't really fishing rock. I was fishing the bank a little bit and fishing wood and then like drop offs. So, you know, it wasn't a rocky environment, but it worked just the same. It'll work definitely wherever you're fishing. And then I have that's a Strike King Rage Bug, and this is the second one I used. I had one that tore up. I think on the second fish I caught, tore up a little bit, so I had to take it off. And this one actually did tear up a little too, so I spun it around and was able to get one more fish out of it. It's pretty thrash though. And you notice I have a black and blue jig and a green pumpkin trailer. And I don't know, I like, you know, I could have put a black trailer on here or a blue trailer, but I do like that contrasting color. It looks pretty darn good on there. And I think that sometimes that little bit of contrast can be what makes a difference for you. I did have one fish eat a Senko, but I missed him. I didn't get a good hook set in him, so I lost that one. But I was fishing this jig on a loose TP1 speed stick. This is like a dedicated jig or soft plastics Texas rig rod that I use. It's 7.3 heavy. It's got a fast action tip, so it's got a little tip to it. And I've got a Lew's Tournament MP. This is a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio. And I'm using fluorocarbon line. Now this line's a little different. As you can see, it's kind of red. I saw it, I picked it up. It's Berkeley Vanish, and it actually turns red in the sun. But when the line's underwater, it's clear. So the idea is that you have a little bit better visibility of your line, but then it's still you know, invisible to the fish. And it does. I mean, it changes color right away. So once it's out of the water, once it's out of the sun into the water, it changes color. It lightens up, and then it'll get really, really red if you have it in the sun. So, you know, I don't know how well it works. I mean, it definitely helps me see my line compared to if I was running straight clear fluorocarbon. Today none of them were sight bites, you know. Every one of them was, well, one I kind of saw my line swimming away, but every other one I was able to feel the bite, so it didn't really play a factor in it today. But it's good line. I never have any issues with it. It's 20. I put 20 pound on here. I like to use that 20 pound fluorocarbon with jigs and soft plastics, so that's what we're running today. All right, guys, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit that little bell down there so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.